Hi, and welcome to Homestead Diary. This is Amber. And we haven't talked about the garden for a while, and so I thought I'd share with you a little experiences that I'm having with the biochar and how much they have been a difference in the different...
What are these?
Those ones are squash, zucchini squash, yep. And so there's definitely still some seeds I might plant if I get around to it. Holy moly, the kids are keeping me in track for doing that. So here's Fathom. Fathom, honey.
What are these ones?
Let me see. Those ones are mustard, broadleaf mustard. So this is the biochar area. You see the cantaloupe that we just put up on some trellises, and the different broadleaf lettuces and calendula and basil and tesoro and we have kohlrabi and different things here.
What this one is?
Watermelon. Want to plant some watermelon with me later?
Yeah, this one.
Okay, we'll plant some of that later.
Yeah, this one is one.
And so you can see from here all the way to the end there, you can see my tesoro or whatever, sorry, lettuce are bolting. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but and then from then on, you see how the lettuce is just yellow and teeny tiny. There's nothing really in the bed. That is because of biochar. So you can see the difference between the bed I just showed you and this bed, which, I mean, the lettuce you can actually see is basically there's nothing going on with it. And it is not very happy at all. And yet, the only difference is that when you dig up the soil, there's a layer of biochar in the first bed. Broadleaf mustard. So, same thing. So, I was actually just in here digging up some weeds, and you see how there's no biochar at all in this bed. See, none. No biochar. That's pretty much the only difference. I mean, there's a lot of weeds, of course. They don't mind that there's not biochar. But there's a lot of wood chips and sawdust and stuff like that. So there is a lot in the bed soil, but the main difference is when you look at. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pinch those off and put them in some oil for some oils. But if you look at this one, if you look down, see the biochar? It's right there. It's available. Right at the base of all of these plants is a bunch of biochar.
Mama, look at
and
this
it was
thing.
already inoculated, you know, with urea. And
this?
I think it's just a weed, honey. It's just a dried plant. And so there's a lot of weeding I need to do, especially in the bed that has the biochar. There's a lot bigger, fatter weeds or whatever. But that's, you can see the difference. That's the only real difference in the bed. And actually this bed doesn't have any wood chips or anything in it. And so the only difference is like that layer of biochar. And you see all the roots just loving to go right through the center of the biochar. It's just loving right at that layer where the biochar is. So that tells me that I need to do a whole lot more biochar. And I did quite a bit. So there's other beds that have it in it. And I'm working on it, a first-year garden here in the Ozarks. And so, and I knew the benefits of biochar, but I mean, this is a significant difference. That, you know, when you have a plant like this, or the same plant like this, and basically the only difference is a layer of biochar. It's pretty amazing. I know. I just did a bunch of weeding and I have a bunch more weeding to do. Yes, honey. Oh, okay. Well, we don't want them to get into the corn. And so going around here, we actually, so this is with the biochar. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Mama, I don't see the biochar.
The biochar I already showed in a layer in the ground. But we planted corn, but then the chickens got in and turned our cornfield into a ruin.
Now come over here.
Okay. I'm coming over there.
Wow.
What is that? That's lamb's quarter. Lamb's quarter.
That.
It's basically considered a weed, but it's edible and it's there. So I haven't pulled it up. Lamb's quarter.
Okay.
It's not tasty. Not bad, not too bitter. Even though bitter plants are really good for you. But yeah, these ones are not happy at all.
Don't want?
Yeah, these lettuce, leaves of lettuce and broccoli. The peppers are pretty happy there. Grape hasn't done much. The lettuce just seems to be better over here.
Mama.
Yes, honey.
This is by tree.
That's a weed, yep. Yep. Try to keep the kittens out of the garden. Keep the kittens out of the garden. Out! Out! Out of the garden! Out of the garden! Out of the garden! Yeah, plants are in need of water. Water, water, water. More and more water.
Oh no.
So the cilantro is bolting.
Golden. Mama.
Yes, honey.
A plant is outside the garden.
It's okay if the plant's outside the garden. I bet it's cantaloupe. And the strawberries are in and they're doing really well. Might actually get some strawberries this year.
Wow.
And those were just mail-in requests for strawberries, you know, non-GMO obviously, just heirloom strawberries of different varieties and stuff, and so they will spread.
Mom,
Yes, honey?
I see the other.
You want to see the other strawberries? I don't think the other strawberries are doing as well, even though those were planted. Yeah, I guess they were planted first.
Mama, look at that.
Yeah, these aren't doing as well, but yeah, some of them are turning out really good. Yeah, so now I'm going to start working on a potato garden maybe. It's a weed. Yep, you want to pull out the weeds, it's okay, honey. And just be careful not to step on the strawberries. Just look to see where the strawberries are coming up. Yeah, the kids are learning what plants are plants that are good for the garden and what plants are not. There are certain plants I let go in the garden that are considered weeds, but anyway, I think we're doing okay. The garden is looking better and better every day, I think. So pretty. Not necessarily your classic garden. The peppers aren't really doing that great, but got the cabbage. I need to get, so one of the weeds I've been pulling up. Oh, here's a squash.
Mama, look at this leaf.
Look at the squash. Don't pull it yet. Wait, I might pull it for the neighbor. Bring it to the neighbor tomorrow.
Mama, look at this leaf.
Yeah, that's cabbage. He's super happy.
What?
Yeah.
Mom, what is this?
There should be some cucumber, and that's a summer squash, early summer squash.
Mom,
There's some other flowers coming in.
Mama, what is this?
Cucumbers. I gotta get the morning glories out of here and some of the other weeds that are competing. There's morning glories in here.
What one morning glory?
Which one's a morning glory? That one. See?
What is that?
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want to like have it in here. Yeah.
This?
Yeah, we don't have to rip it out. We can just put it in a flower pot, basically. So it's controlled. So it's...
Mama.
Yeah.
Mama, are you pulling out the flowers?
I'm pulling out weeds.
Like,
Yeah.
like the yellow thing?
Yeah. Woohoo! Well, one step at a time. I'm hoping to plant some corn tonight. And
I
plant
want that one.
some... Well, replace the corn that was planted. I had some really beautiful corn. Chickens, 20 chickens just demolished them. Don't walk through the corn, just in case there's one that's gonna come up. Don't walk through the center of it, honey. Anyway, I'll let you go. This has been a long video and it's been a long hot day, so.
I want to do it.
You wanna say?
Have a rest day.
Have a blessed day. Yay, bye. Have a blessed day.
Bye.